London is in southern England on the River Thames. It is the capital of the United Kingdom and was once the seat of government of the British Empire when Great Britain ruled much of the world. The Thames gave London access to the sea and nearby countryside. Until the 1950s, the river was a major thoroughfare for trade and passenger traffic. Edward the Confessor built the first Houses of Parliament on the Thames in the 11th century at the former western edge of the city. During the rule of William the Conqueror in the 11th century, England's governmental and administrative needs grew, and Parliament expanded accordingly. A fire in 1512 destroyed much of the original complex, and Parliament took residence in nearby buildings, including Westminster Abbey. The present-day Parliament buildings were finished in 1860 during the reign of Queen Victoria. Constructed in the Gothic Revival style, the Parliament buildings resemble other far older structures. Hiding in plain sight, the clue to the building's relative newness is Big Ben, the great clock atop St. Stephen's Tower that would have posed a great challenge to Gothic engineers. The House of Commons suffered bomb damage during World War II, but was rebuilt by 1950. In 1605, Guy Fawkes conspired with others to overthrow the English government. The conspirators rented a basement under the Houses of Parliament and stowed kegs of gunpowder there, intent on blowing them up. But an informant foiled their plan. Ever since, the 5th of November has been called Guy Fawkes Day, declared by Parliament as a day of thanksgiving. The British celebrate it by igniting bonfires, fireworks, and effigies of Guy Fawkes in town squares. When Fawkes was arrested, he was sent to the Tower of London. The Tower was originally a castle and royal residence. Its origins also go back to William the Conqueror, who sought to control traffic on the Thames. The fortifications have also served as an armoury and home to the crown jewels. Ravens with clipped wings are kept on the Tower grounds by the yeoman Raven Master. A legend from the time of King Charles II, who reigned until 1685, states that, should the ravens leave the Tower, England would fall. Nearby, the Tower Bridge echoes some of the architecture of the Tower and is often mistaken by visitors as London Bridge. Like the present-day Parliament buildings, it's not as old as it looks. The bridge was built in 1894, with steam power to lift its drawbridge sections. To the west, and more in the centre of London, lies Bloomsbury, the site of the British Museum, which contains some of the greatest treasures of the world. Consider the Elgin Marbles. Named for the British ambassador who collected them, they are some of the finest statuary of the ancient Greek world. Their return has long been sought by the Greek government. The Rosetta Stone, from Egypt, was key to deciphering the ancient hieroglyphic language. Relics from ancient Assyria, Rome, and China add to the museum's collections. The British Museum's library attracted remarkable guests over its life. Karl Marx researched and drafted Das Kapital here. Over 60 years later, Virginia Woolf visited regularly. She and other nearby Bloomsbury residents, among them E. M. Forster and John Maynard Keynes, comprised the salon known as the Bloomsbury Group. This group of writers, artists, philosophers and economists contributed substantially to the modern development of English arts and letters. Neighbourhoods near Bloomsbury sustain the social and artistic vitality for which London is famous. Covent Garden is a lively market for everything from fresh food to fashion. London's West End is the city's vibrant commercial theatre district, where the works of popular contemporary composers and playwrights such as Andrew Lloyd Webber and Alan Bennett are showcased. Farther east, the Barbican Centre is home to the London Symphony Orchestra and was the London home of the Royal Shakespeare Company until 2002. In his own day, Shakespeare spent most of his working life across the Thames, in what is today called Bankside. The exact location and construction of his Globe Theatre was often debated until remnants of its foundation were uncovered in 1989. Today, a replica of the globe, based on the best knowledge available about the original, features Shakespeare's plays in the open air. Tate Modern Gallery is only steps away, heightening London's dialogue between history and invention. Here, Londoners view masterworks by Picasso, Piet Mondrian, and Mark Rothko. Underscoring this dialogue and tying it to the eternal Thames, the Millennium Bridge connects Tate Modern with St. Paul's Cathedral.